What kind of nonsense is this?
It's a lot of nonsense.
A little nonsense now and then is relished by the wisest men.
A poodle doggy. When they were giving little Fifi a bath, she thought of an innovation. So after some tender loving, she threw her into the microwave oven. That poor little poodle never heard the bell ding. She went out with a bang, if you know what I mean. Stupid, that was stupid. No, you can't say that was smart. Stupid, sometimes we're stupid. Our brains must be falling apart. This one guy got arrested. His presence was requested. It seems he was suspected of breaking and stealing from vending machines. Well, he said that he was innocent, so he paid off his bail and home he went. But soon back to jail our hero was sent, because he paid off his bail with quarters and dimes. Stupid, that was stupid. No, you can't say that was smart. Stupid, sometimes we're stupid. Our brains have a missing part. Like in Paul's epistle, our gentleness is evident to all. We throw the heat into a panic as we're bombing abortion clinics, while insisting to the cynics they will know we are Christians by our love. Stupid, that is stupid. No, you can't say that is smart. Stupid, sometimes we're stupid. Lord, we could use a change of heart. Stupid, that is stupid. No, you can't say that that is smart. Stupid, sometimes we're stupid. Lord, we could use a change of heart.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another brand new episode of Untitled Nonsense. My name is Josh Fonner. I'm joined once again by Tyco. Tyco, how you doing today?
Hi-oh!
I think that one's taken.
Okay.
Well, he's dead, so...
Good morning!
Nope.
Oh, okay.
He's dead, too. So we just going to go through all the dead people's...
Yeah, I'll get around to it.
You're really loud, too.
So sorry.
Yeah, you might want to back off a little bit. There we go.
Jeez. I like my mouth as close to the piece as possible.
Sounds about right.
Hey, we brought someone.
Yeah, and Mr. Jon Bates is back. John, how are you, sir?
I have returned. How's it going?
Like MacArthur, you have returned.
I don't have my pipe though, so
it's too bad.
Damn.
So I want to preface this show today by saying that anything we talk about, we are not being paid to advertise. We'll take advertisers if you're out there and you want to give us money, but no, we don't want to end up like a Ken Bone on Twitter, huh?
The living meme,
or a Kim Kardashian.
We don't want to end up like Ken Bone. Period. Like he fucked himself hard.
Well,
the internet fucked him hard.
No, who does an AMA and doesn't? Well, okay, I did an AMA and didn't do it, but that didn't get a throwaway. But that's because I didn't have fucking comments in pregnant porn subreddits.
I've seen some of your comments though, Josh.
Yeah, but that's okay. I'll defend all my comments. I don't comment in pregnant porn subreddits.
No,
different strokes for different folks, Josh.
Yeah,
I don't change up my profile to look at not safe for work subreddits, which make up about maybe 50% of my subreddits. But I don't comment on them because I try to keep a mind of I'm not famous now, but I want to be, and what's my comment history going to be?
Is there a subreddit? Is there an R? Chicks with dicks that you look at?
No.
There's a lot of our trans porn subreddits.
There are. I'm not subscribed to those ones though.
I am.
And nothing wrong with it.
Don't make you a bad person.
No, not at all. Mine are all like tiny tits and double A's. Like, I like that.
What?
Yeah, I'm crazy.
That's surprising considering
right?
who you
I like tall redheads with smaller cup size, and I married an Asian woman with giant breast. Go figure.
That's completely wow. Okay, so
to each their own.
I did win the lottery on that one.
So yeah, Ken Bone, the hero of the second debate.
The only good thing to come out of the debate.
Wow, can we say good thing now?
I don't know. There were some really great reaction pictures of the black people sitting in the audience. Just fed up with Trump's shit, not having any of Trump's shit.
Oh yeah,
they were really, really good. And also another amazing thing to come out of the second debate, as a result of the second debate, not from the second debate, SNL's version of the second debate. I know you guys said you haven't seen it yet.
No.
It is possibly the greatest thing SNL has done in years.
Okay.
I was absolutely, I couldn't stop laughing.
You had me at hello.
And I'll tell you something.
You're so topical with your...
I know.
With your references.
Sick references, brah.
On point.
I'll tell you something. The more I see Kate McKinnon do her Hillary Clinton...
so good.
It really is. The madder I get about Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
It could have been something.
It really could have been.
And you know what I'll tell you? I think it was Paul Feig.
I really think so, yeah.
I fucking think it was Paul Feig. Because he's come out and said he's done interviews where he said he just told them to be funny. And that's awful directing.
That's directing.
That's wonderful. I'm so glad he got paid millions of dollars to say,
just go be funny.
Go be funny.
That's like walking up to a comedian and being like, "You're a stand-up comedian, right? Tell me a joke."
Yeah. Okay.
I've seen your work
you want a
before.
joke, right? Why'd the chicken cross the road? Go fuck yourself.
And Donald Trump's now watched the SNL skits as well and has
Yes.
commented on Alec Baldwin's portrayal of him.
let me see if I can pull that up because it was.
What do you say? Like, I don't remember doing that.
Beautiful.
No.
His response was absolutely beautiful.
It's Donald Trump's Twitter just seems like a great parody account, and then you have
But
to
it's
take a second to
legit.
realize he's actually waking up at 3 a.m. and going, no, I think I'm going to tweet the world today, and comes out with some of the most bullshit, batshit, insane comments.
You ready? Here we go.
Yes.
Watch Saturday Night Live hit job on me. Time to retire the boring and unfunny show. Alec Baldwin portrayal stinks. Media rigging election.
Yes.
What?
I agree with Trump.
Yeah?
That's a lie.
I know. I can't. I just want to be in his head for one day.
I don't. What? That's like
Just
The
to
Cell.
see-
Just to
Did
know.
you see
Just
the
to
movie
know.
The Cell?
Oh, yeah.
that's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
Except to be a lot more racist.
You
Racist and assaulty.
It's really rapey in there.
He's gonna grab me by the pussy. Like, what the fuck? When did I get that? Whoa!
Ryan, to be fair, we've known for years.
I'm still pre-change.
Giggity. All right.
But Ken Bone, we got to get back to this one. Ken Bone.
Ryan's like, enough about my pussy. Let's get back to
my
Ken
pussy.
Bone.
Ken Bone. Okay.
Ken motherfucking Bone.
His comment history sure has some gems of awkward and weird, but
look at him.
he's a Redditor.
Look
and
at
he's been a
him.
Redditor for a long time. His only problem was not making a throwaway account.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, and to be fair, he likes the Marvel Cinematic Universe over DC movies.
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah, and he likes Marvel's storytelling more than DC. He just likes DC characters, Batman and Superman, more.
Yeah,
Why would anyone like Superman?
Yeah,
Get out of here. What are you, 5?
and to be fair, edgelords really like Batman. Like,
I like Batman because it's motherfucking Batman.
but Batman himself is a horrible character.
It's
Batman's
rogue
villains.
gallery.
It's
It's
his
the
world.
I mean,
Batman's world is what makes him interesting. It's not Batman himself. Batman
It
is
took
a
me
terrible
years
character.
to realize that as well.
Yeah.
Batman, he's just the catalyst to all of the villain stories.
right. Pretty much. He's the only reason why there's villains at all.
Exactly.
In Gotham.
Ken Bone and a lot of the stuff that he had some insightful things. I looked at his controversial posts, and they're not controversial. I'm just saying he's one of those guys that's like, hey, I see both sides, and here's my in between view. That
Trayvon
all of you
killing was not justified.
no, I'm not saying all of them were correct, but that statement again goes into it was kind of taking both sides and seeing this in between.
Yeah. To be
Right.
yeah.
Not saying he was right or wrong, but
and
that's
he
just,
got it right. Zimmerman is a big old shitbird.
Well, we know that.
Yeah. He's a terrible human being.
Zimzam. Can't
Zimzam.
Zimzam.
Flim flam with the Zimzam.
No, again, not all of his insightful posts were correct. I appreciate the stance that he takes in the middle.
And
Too far, it's one side or the other.
Oh, yeah.
I want to get him. I don't get me wrong. I love him. I want to get him on the air. I'm trying to get him on our show.
If
Please.
you make that happen. We'll wait till his internet fame dies down a bit.
A little bit. I'm trying to get him on the show. At the very least, so we can talk to him about Gary Johnson.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because he seems to be like right there in the middle
Yeah.
Yeah.
with what he wants. If you listen to him talk,
Absolutely.
like he seems to be right there in the middle. So if he's an undecided voter,
Let him know. Let him. And I guess
Fucking hit my
CNN,
bang his
hand.
hand on the table.
whole direction of the show now.
Yeah.
Just lost thanks to you,
Please
John.
just derail
Off the
show.
rails. My fucking hand.
No, but-
fucking diva over here.
I don't know if you saw what came out recently. Well, it's not even recent. It's been going on, but CNN just kind of took out any of the opinions that were under 35 that were all leaning towards Gary Johnson and just have been censoring that 50% of their polls were polling for a third party, i.e. Gary Johnson.
Gary Johnson, yeah.
And they're like, no, we're not. We don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, no, let's keep
because
that out of
CNN
here.
is so far to the left.
Now,
it's the Clinton News Network.
Let me ask you guys, if the election comes down that either the Trump or Clinton don't get the necessary electoral votes that they need, it comes down to the House to choose. It's a Republican-controlled House. I don't think they're going to go for Trump, though.
Right. I don't think so either.
Do you think they'll throw a curveball and make it Hillary Clinton because she'll have the majority, or do you think they'll just go, we're gonna put Gary Johnson? He came in third place with 5% of the votes. So.
In a perfect world,
in a perfect world, Gary would get picked by the House because they would want to piss Trump off.
Yeah, right. But I think too many of the Republicans are coming out and supporting Hillary Clinton now.
I mean, even Glenn Beck is.
Look at Glenn Beck. Motherfucking Glenn Beck.
I can't
that
wait.
Dude.
I can't wait till Hillary doesn't win and we get to see Glenn Beck cry again.
But that was Alex Jones.
No, Glenn Beck cries.
Oh,
Glenn Beck cries.
Oh, yeah, he did cry when Obama. Have you seen Alex Jones, though?
Yes.
It's amazing.
It is beautiful.
He is straight up bawling at the fact that people like Hillary Clinton over Donald Trump because he's like, look at her face! Look at her face! Tears streaming down. Like, look at her face! And he's just like, getting all flustered. He's like, she's the devil!
This election has brought out the worst in humanity, but god damn has it brought out the best entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
My god.
Oh, yeah.
This is gold.
It absolutely is. And I can't wait to read the history books about it. Because normally, we don't really... in the history books, we don't really hear about the loser that much.
No.
On this one, we might.
You can't ignore the loser with this one.
With either one.
Yeah.
This is the first time since the dawn before the Civil War that the losing candidate will go out saying the election is rigged.
Right.
And back then it was slightly understandable that someone from the Confederacy would be, the Union rigged it. But this is 2016.
Yeah.
And Trump's not gonna bow out. Trump's gonna go out swinging that the elections were rigged in favor of Hillary Clinton. This is the first time a major presidential candidate from one of the two major parties is making these statements.
Oh yeah. I mean, we've all thought it because
for years we've thought it.
We're like, wait. What the fuck?
Rick Scott's the governor of Florida again? What the
fuck
happened?
Who let Voldemort back in?
Damn muggles.
Admittedly, last time I abstained from voting on local election because I was not living here and I did not know enough about it. But I've maintained my Florida residency for the last 6 years in the military.
Right.
I mean, there's a reason I stay in red states. I like my taxes not being too
astronomical.
High.
There's a lot of pros and cons to each, and I think with the third party candidate, all of that will go out the window.
Each party. Let's say there's pros and cons to each party, not each candidate.
Well, true. Okay.
Trump is fracturing the Republican Party.
More than
I
it
really
is.
Hope he destroys it.
More than it is already.
We'll see.
Because the Republican Party before Trump was fractured all to hell.
Oh, absolutely. Because of the Tea Party.
Yes.
The Tea Party, the evangelicals.
And you're going to see that turn into the alt-right.
Yeah.
And we'll have a more centrist right, which a lot of political analysis are saying will be the one that rises out of the ashes, which I think we can have a centrist right. That's
absolutely.
A good thing.
That's a really good thing.
America's population in general is a more centrist right society.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I think a more centrist right will be something like the Libertarians.
Exactly.
Something like Gary Johnson.
It would be because it's the economically conservative, socially
liberal.
Yeah, exactly.
We've made too much progress. We can't backtrack with this Trump alt-right.
And the alt-right is just going way too conservative across
way
the
to the right.
Yeah.
Way to the right, and the polar opposite, where the Democrats are way to the left.
Mm-hmm. When they become the fringe the fringe presidential group, we're gonna have a nomination for Pepe.
Who would be Pepe's running mate?
Ken Bone.
The meme squad.
Harambe is the campaign
Harambe,
advisor.
Harambe is a liberal. We all know that.
That's true.
He died for your sins.
He died for your sins. As we've seen in the London Zoo,
Yeah.
Harambe's sacrifice has saved gorillas worldwide.
That's
he is the
true.
gorilla Jesus.
That
He
is
is the
true.
gorilla Jesus.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
died for your bananas.
That's chimps. That's
in London.
I'm
yeah,
generalizing.
in a London zoo, a gorilla got out, and they instead of shooting him, they tranked him.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, what a novel idea.
Well, here's the thing. He got out of the cage, got loose, was rampaging.
But he wasn't holding on to a child at that time. I will say
It
that.
doesn't matter, though. People were, like, running and hiding.
How
Yeah.
long did it take for him to actually collapse? And
I don't have that kind of time frame.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is, they could have made the call to shoot him, and they
Yeah.
chose to trank him instead.
the more,
They learned the lessons of Harambe, so they were not doomed to repeat
Yeah, so there wasn't a second Harambe.
them. Mm-hmm.
Harambe was also in Ohio, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's Ohio.
Yeah.
Plus, yeah, I mean, it is London, so it's a lot harder to get a gun in
Right. Gun-free country. Where even the police officers aren't allowed to carry guns.
They had to sign like 15 papers just to get the trank. Like,
Now, what are you using the tranquilizer for? Is this for God, is this for Keith Richards again?
That man
Mm.
For
is
the
a-
100th time, no!
That man is a national treasure to Great Britain. Then.
Oh, absolutely. Have you seen him? He's amazing.
he's a living mummy. Like,
He's a national treasure because he's been around since the tribal ages
he's
of
embalmed.
Britain.
Like, he won't.
He won't die. There's
He's-
nothing that can kill him.
When he dies, they'll just have to pull out his guts out of his nose, and they'll just
When the
It's like one little pile because it's all preserved and pickled.
right
when the nuclear apocalypse happens, the only two things surviving are cockroaches and Keith Richards.
Obviously, yeah. Just sitting there like.
That's the name of my new punk band, Cockroaches and Keith Richards.
I like it. I like
Nice.
it.
I like. Yeah, I'm a fan. I would listen to the shit out of that CD.
So let's see here. We got a whole list of topics. We've already blown through a few of them.
Well, we can go back to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about while we're talking about Trump, pussy,
Pussygate.
Pussygate.
pussy. Just grab them by the pussy. No wiser words have ever been spoken.
Right?
By a presidential
no.
candidate.
We talked about it last
For
week,
fuck's sake.
right after the
We-
fallout of everything, but we didn't
Yeah.
really talk about what came out of this.
Right.
The locker room talk. Now that's a
Locker
big
room-
issue.
Except you weren't in a fucking locker room.
Well, and it
Well,
you were
wasn't-
in a
well,
TV
no,
interview.
Fair enough, but I understand the concept of locker room talk.
yeah, it wasn't locker room talk. That's the thing.
No,
It's rapey talk.
yes, that was planning sexual assault.
Yeah, that's basically like him. Yeah, I do it all the time.
Locker
grab
room
people by the
talk,
pussy all the
whether you
time.
want to say it is demoralizing or sexualizing women, which are not entirely wrong. Whether it's right or wrong, it happens.
Yeah.
Every guy does it.
And,
Yeah,
and
but-
any guy who says they don't do it
Is a fucking liar.
is a fucking
Oh,
liar.
absolutely.
And if you say you don't do it, you need to be kept an eye on.
Oh yeah,
You're
absolutely.
the nice guy. You might as well just pitch in your fedora now.
No, so some of the talk I've seen, it's if you're saying it, you're on the defensive. You're saying locker room talk doesn't happen. Now, I will agree that locker room talk has different shades and variations.
Of course,
yeah.
it's
It
a
varies.
nuanced thing.
It is, absolutely.
Like most of the time, it's like, man, I tap that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically
Yeah.
basis of
It's-
every locker room talk. Like,
It's talking about and I hate this term, conquests.
Yeah.
Escapades.
Escapades. Thank you. That's a better term. It's talking about escapades or planning of escapades.
Right.
And here's the thing: women fucking do it too.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's girl talk.
My
Talk.
wife
Thank
sexualizes me on a daily basis.
Women talk.
She talks about my ass, and it makes me uncomfortable. But I let her do it. No.
Women talk dick sizes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Women talk. He came in like 2 seconds. Like
Yeah.
and here's the thing. There are girls who are just one of the guys who hear this.
Mm-hmm.
There are guys who are just one of the girls who hear the girl talk.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That was me.
Me too. I'll admit it.
That was
don't
not
worry,
me.
Jo-
That was
Oh,
not
Yeah,
me.
don't worry. It's just Josh.
It's just Josh, yeah.
I've heard that. Oh, it's just Tyco. He's harmless. Like, no, I'm not.
I totally know
I'm
you.
an animal in bed. You don't know.
Just give me the chance.
No, I've heard it from both ends.
There aren't any other
and-
guys
Absolutely.
here. What?
No.
Oh,
But I find it acceptable as long as it's not crossing into the realm of sexual assault.
exactly. As long as you aren't talking about doing something without consent. Like,
You know?
Yes.
That
There
whole
are-
thing.
There are things that, sure, probably shouldn't be shared among guys. I'm not telling you my sex life completely because I have to respect my
Sure,
wife.
private shit.
Privacy. But in general, that's going to have, like I said, there's varying degrees.
Sure.
Some of it's not all right. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that all locker room talk is, I'm standing for locker room talk, but it happens.
Yeah.
It's not even locker room talk. It's just we talk about it sometimes.
It's a cultural thing. It's a bonding thing.
Yeah.
Guys do it. Girls do it.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, because
But subscribing that term to what Trump was
did.
talking.
Yeah, it is
now it has a negative connotation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean,
locker room talk. Oh, okay.
but that's what's going to happen in today's society, especially
Exactly.
with a lot of the internet movement in the last 10, 15 years.
Mhm.
Feminism. I'm a feminist.
Me too.
I'm not a
Absolutely.
feminazi.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things that I hate is when somebody on my side of an argument starts spewing off stupid shit.
Yeah.
Now you've invalidated the entire argument to the the other side. No,
Uh-huh.
that's not.
No,
that's,
no, stop.
no, I don't think women should be paid more than men, but they should be paid equally.
Let's see. Okay.
I don't think we should be segregated into 2 different neighborhoods. That's racist. I think we should all live together.
That's backtracking.
Yeah.
May I court you
I saw
on
the
my side
term.
of the wall.
I saw the term regressive left for the first time today.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I see it. I see it.
Absolutely.
We can't criticize things anymore. We can't criticize Islam. I criticize all religion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All religion is
Yeah.
totally ridiculous in this day and age where
I think that regressive left thing is a lot smaller than people wanna.
It is.
they're just
It
the
is.
louder.
Feminazis
people.
are smaller.
Than people wanna. People. Everybody's like, oh, nobody can have an opinion anymore. Blah, blah,
Yes.
blah. And you know what I think? You know what I think it is? I think anybody who says they're not allowed to have an opinion anymore, they're either too much of a coward to back their opinion up.
Exactly.
They don't have the facts to back their opinion up, or they know their opinion is wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
And being edgelords.
Exactly.
Yes.
So
Just to say something.
exactly. So
It's not even,
it's
like,
one
out
of
of-
those 3 things.
Yeah.
You're either too much of a coward to back it up. So just put up or shut up. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Either if you want to share if you have an opinion and you want to share it, I have the right to say my opinion back.
Exactly.
Exactly. I have
It's a
a
God-given
Trump
American
supporter
right.
on my Facebook friends list. One, I'll admit, only one. But I find it refreshing. I don't agree with him on anything.
Right.
And even some of the things he justifies with Trump. But I find it refreshing that there's an opposite opinion of mine. I've talked to the guy before and we've had intelligent conversations about it.
Yeah.
And I actually do appreciate the opposite opinion.
Yeah.
But when it's too far, exactly. Show me the information.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where are you getting this opinion from?
Mhm.
Oh, you just made it up in thin air? Okay,
Yeah.
well then your opinion's invalidated to me.
Exactly.
I had a
You
rare,
can still have it, but you're wrong.
I had a rare occurrence like that where I met these older, couples. Older as in being like, 50s, 60s. So they're huge, like,
so
Trump
old.
supporters.
Oh my god. So old.
Huge Trump supporters, needless to say. Especially in this area. They're all Trump supporters.
Oh yeah.
And we actually had an educated conversation about why I'm voting third party. He's like, well, why are you doing that? That seems like a waste of a vote. I'm like, well, that mindset is exactly why it's a waste of a vote. If everyone thought that, and I explained to him, the whole policies of Gary Johnson, and he's like, actually, that makes a lot of sense. He's like, I'm still voting Trump, but but it's nice to hear a political opinion that's not bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, and I did read an interesting article. The guy doesn't back Trump, but he did kind of explain why Trump happened.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it comes from middle America.
Oh yeah.
And it's not that they're bad people. It's not that they're ignorant. This is them fighting back to a system that they feel is abusing them or neglecting them.
They've been wrong.
And so the best thing that I saw in that article was, Trump is a billionaire that says asshole comments and sexualizes women, and then shows a picture of Tony Stark and goes, "Oh wait, who are we talking about again?"
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we've made Trump type characters not as offensive as Trump, but we've had Trump type characters that we idolize, and so this is what they're doing. And I'm not saying they're right or wrong, but and Tony Stark is obviously a much better person than Trump.
Well, I mean, he took on the responsibility of saving Earth.
Yeah.
So there's that. But
I think
but we've
honestly,
done this.
though, I think there is a lot of ignorance tied into it.
There, yes, but they a lot of them do also see that he isn't that great of a candidate, but this is their spiked club. This is them fighting back.
And that's ignorance, though.
It is.
The problem is people think of ignorance as an insult.
And it's not.
People think when you say that they're being ignorant, it's an insult. Yeah. It's not an insult. Ignorant is a state of being.
Yes.
It means that you are ill-informed.
But it also is
change that.
Exactly. It's a changeable state of being.
Yes.
Being dumb is you're just a dumb person.
Yes.
Your IQ is lower. That's kind of insulting.
Yeah.
Being ignorant means, hey, I know you're a smart guy. You just probably don't have all the information. Yeah. Here you go. And it's the ability to change your mind once getting the information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which we're allowed to flip flop, if you will.
and the problem with a lot of the people in Middle America, there is a racism attached to it.
Even in that article that I was reading, the way that they portrayed it, and I don't live in Middle America, so I don't know exactly. I've grown up here and I've lived in Baltimore, so my view is a little bit different.
Right.
But they say, the local black man is nice and he likes him, but those blacks in the city, well, they're the ones that are destroying everything and rioting. And
that
so
casual racism.
It's a casual racism. And even then, their portrayal, well, I like the black man down the street.
That he's one of the good ones.
He's one of the good ones. He acts like us. We like the other people as long as they act like us.
Yeah. You won't serve your kind.
So it is still ignorance, but that's their mindset. They don't believe they're racist. They don't understand how the casual racism is still racist.
It's just a product of the region.
Nobody thinks they're racist. Nobody wants to believe they're racist.
No.
Oh, I'm racist. I hate them Chinese.
I'm racist against white people.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody wants to believe they're racist.
But I think it's a combination of ignorance in Middle America and the unfortunate aspect of being uneducated.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Middle
our
America,
education system, unfortunately, fucking blows.
It's terrible.
We need to get rid of the Department of Education and hand the shit back to the states.
I agree.
I totally agree. Absolutely.
I thought I was going to have to say I have differing opinions on that, but then you brought that point up. No, okay, we're on the same page again. Some school systems are going to fail doing that, though.
Yes, I understand that, but that's fine. You can move to a different state if you want a better education.
Yeah. I mean,
that's the point of having the United States.
And when people choose where they're going to live, one of the big things is how close is it to work, and the other one, if you have kids,
is school.
Is school zone.
Exactly.
That's like number 2 on people's priority list.
Absolutely.
That's one reason why I told my wife when we moved from Maryland, like, I wanted to move back here. Florida may not be the best, but the school system in Maryland is regarded as high overall. Mm-hmm. But the areas that we were living in, Not
Right.
so much. My cousins turned out okay. They came from one of those schools out there, but I saw their classmates, and I
Not
even
so
got
much.
statistics that 30% of their class did not graduate with them.
Yeah.
Ooh,
30%. That's a
that's
fucking high
that's
number.
rough.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And so-
it's the education system that are failing these kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even these kids. Some of these kids, they're super intelligent, super bright.
Mhm.
When it comes to test time, they
Yeah.
get
Freeze
stressed out.
up, yeah.
They stress out. They
Test
freeze up,
anxiety.
and all the school's funding, their overall grade, comes from these tests.
Mm-hmm.
And so the
Fucking
school,
No Child Left Behind
The
It's
test
been
is the only
appealed
reason
now.
I passed.
Obama
has repealed No
has
Child.
appealed that.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
I want to verify this at some point, though, to make sure we're not getting Russian manipulated information.
No, look it up. Okay.
Did that come from WikiLeaks?
Yeah, did that come from WikiLeaks?
God damn it.
You need to vet your information before publishing it.
I don't feel like it. All my information comes from the internet, so it's true.
Exactly. But that's
I saw it in a
something.
meme on Facebook. It had to be true.
Duh.
But vetting information, that's something to talk about.
Yeah. No. I mean, thank you for the segue. You,
that is one of the points. We do discuss what we're going to talk about before, despite how much it sounds like we don't.
Imagine that. We have a fucking topic list.
I like.
It's,
what's that
it's
on?
untitled nonsense. It's not unscripted nonsense. Well, no, it's definitely unscripted.
I have not a
It's
script.
not unorganized nonsense. How about that?
If there was a script here, no, I would not be doing a script. Never.
No.
So
have mine.
what happened is, did you guys both get a chance to read that Newsweek article that I sent?
Yes.
I wasn't sent one.
Oh,
Josh.
You weren't sent.
Oh no, I just sent him the topic list. I expected him
You
to do his own
asshole.
independent research. Sorry.
Yeah, you sent it
Professionalism, John.
you sent it to me today on my way here.
Yeah.
So, by the way, this is our topic list. Great. Oh, okay. I'm on the highway. I can't really do my research.
I asked him if I should send it to you or if he would, and
Please.
he's like, okay, yeah, okay. In the
Okay.
future, I
Okay.
will.
Tyco fails at everything.
Worst fucking producer ever.
Oh, I got a producer position out there? Damn.
Well,
I need to take myself more
not
seriously.
anymore.
You're
What if I
fired.
go buy a tie?
Okay, you're good. You're good.
Only if it's made in China.
And it says "Make America Great Again." Oh, little steps
My
down.
mega tie. So, you read the article though?
I read enough of it.
Yeah. So you didn't
Like any red-blooded American.
No,
I read
I
enough
had heard
of it.
enough about it, and obviously we know some of my background on with the intelligence community
Yeah.
because I've called in, so I have an opinion.
So, so the information that's coming out of WikiLeaks, all the emails that are coming out of Podesta's email server that was hacked, John Podesta, the DNC, what is he's with Hillary's campaign, or was he like?
Falsely attributed to it.
Oh, okay.
So, they were hacked, and pretty much everybody in the intelligence community at this point is saying it's coming directly from the hack was from the Kremlin.
Yes.
Like everybody.
Fucking Putin.
Anybody who is saying, "Oh no, it's not Russia," including WikiLeaks themselves, is full of shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's just take a moment and just say, Vladimir Putin looks like a James Bond villain.
Yes.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
he looks like he would tie someone up with a slow laser going right at them. Ha ha ha! I've got you.
Well, we are talking about Kurt Eichenwald.
Eichenwald. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I can vault.
Yes.
The fatherland. Oh, can't do that.
So
Eichenwald, enemy of Putin. The Russians and the Germans again.
History repeats itself every damn time.
the Russians will eventually betray the Germans.
Yes, of course.
So
Only Germany's on our side now. This is weird.
Yeah.
This is some bizarro world. What's this, Black Mirror?
well, Merkel's not exactly a Hitler. So.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that! I can name a European leader.
look at
Hey,
you.
look at you.
I should be the libertarian candidate.
Well, you're not as smart now.
I'm not smart.
So yeah, WikiLeaks. The emails coming from WikiLeaks are from Russia.
Yes, Russia is hacking emails and sending it to them. However, are they legit emails?
That is, we have yet to figure that out.
Yes.
So the thing of it is, everybody hears Russia and automatically thinks, oh, that means that you're saying that Julian Assange is taking orders from Putin.
No,
that's
But he's
not what we're saying.
blindly receiving these.
Exactly.
He's receiving this information.
And
What's going on is that the Kremlin, Putin, not Putin, but state-sponsored hackers from the Kremlin hacked Podesta's emails, got all these emails, and are dumping them to Assange.
Mhm.
Now, whether they are dumping them to Julian Assange of WikiLeaks, before or after they have been tampered with, we do not know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay? But Assange is just releasing them. That much we do know. Assange is not tampering with them.
No,
He's
no.
just releasing the
He's
information
that's
that he's getting.
what he does. That's
Yeah.
what
Exactly.
WikiLeaks does.
Now, the thing of it is, Assange does have an ulterior motive.
Doesn't everyone? It's so Machiavellian.
Hillary Clinton has stated that she is for indictment for him.
Yes.
Okay.
So he clearly does not want that.
And Trump has, I'm sure he would pardon him.
But
of course.
Because, like, one sexual predator to another, they would...
well,
buddy,
even that,
buddy.
but
And also-
Trump's on this stance of corruption in the government,
Mhm.
and so if you can find your smoking gun, and it's not
Absolutely.
it's not a case of malicious intent on Assange's part,
Absolutely not.
but when you're searching for that smoking gun so hard, you're bound to find something, and then you just I found it, publish it quick without vetting the information.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, well, here's the thing. Assange has been dumping those emails, just dumping what he's been getting. But Trump read something at a rally
Yes.
in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania,
Love it.
that was from a Russian news service called Sputnik.
Yes.
Of course it's Sputnik.
Yeah.
They have nothing
Let
else.
it go.
They have nothing else. This Russian news site called the Cold War. What do we got, guys? What do we got?
It's called Babushka.
It's called Vodka. We're more than that. We're more than that. No, we're not.
Stay what are we on?
So he read at a rally in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. He read this story from Sputnik, that was purported to be an email from Sidney Blumenthal, who he loves to hate on.
Yes.
Trump has this fucking hard-on for Sidney Blumenthal for some reason.
Because he's Jewish.
Well,
and
yeah.
Trump just hates the Jews. Wait,
Everyone.
what? Am I getting something mixed up?
Mel Gibson?
Oh, that Mel
Well, the
Gibson.
alt-right hates the Jews, so Trump
Yes.
loves to do that dog whistle.
Yes.
He just another thorn in the side.
So yeah, he read out this email that he attributed to Sidney Blumenthal,
Mm.
with some quotes about Benghazi, of course.
Of course, because they need that.
Yeah, let's bring it around. Let's keep circling back to it.
Basically, they were quotes out of context.
No.
Oh, I know. Trump read something out of context that supported his
Shut
theory.
your mouth.
And the people believed him?
So that basically the quotes out of context stated that Hillary could have done something to stop it.
It's the smoking gun they were looking for.
Right. The
Found it.
October surprise.
Yeah.
God, that
Now-
just sounds terrible coming from Trump.
The
Sounds
October
again,
surprise.
It sounds rapey.
October surprise.
It's huge.
All I can think about as an October surprise is normally something orange.
Orange.
Orange
gourd
and
shaped.
round.
And sweet like candy.
So he read this in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and then Kurt Eichenwald of Newsweek was like, "Hey, that sounds awful fucking familiar."
Yeah.
Because I wrote it.
Sir?
His article is beautifully titled, "Dear Mr. Trump, I am not Sidney Blumenthal."
Yeah, it's on Newsweek. You can search for it by the name "Dear Mr. Trump, I'm not Sidney Blumenthal." It's a long article, but it's really worth it. It lays it all out.
Absolutely is.
And
Love it.
it's it really lays it all out on how Trump is just
A terrible human being?
full of shit.
Oh yeah.
Trump is either being misled or Trump is
just full of shit.
actively misleading people.
I'm pretty sure it's a little bit of both.
It can't be both. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think he's being misled.
You think so?
I think so. I don't think Trump. He's a megalomaniac, but I don't think he has that much political awareness to know to manipulate people in that sense. Although he's a showman.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's he relies on big stuff. So I feel like for him, he sees the information. I don't think he's trying to find out if it's true or not.
No.
But it's something that he saw that he can use. That's the extent.
yeah.
And I don't even think his advisors are telling him to manipulate people. I just don't think any of them are caring about actually finding out if it's true or not.
No, there's no fact checking.
Fact checking Trump? What?
Again,
Pearls before swine.
God.
That's what he said when he gave Melania her birthday gift.
Pearls before swine.
God damn it.
Oh,
No,
man.
you know, his daughter's a nice piece of ass. I mean, that's something he says.
Ivanka, yeah.
And told Howard Stern he could say too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he also said, talking about Lindsay Lohan, that mentally disturbed girls are the best
in bed. Yup.
Or emotionally disturbed girls, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
I mean, he's not wrong. I like my girls with a bit of crazy aside of daddy issues.
You're right. I mean,
who doesn't?
who doesn't?
Locker room talk.
Like,
locker room talk.
Don't say it. Like, you don't. If you're a businessman of that stature, you don't go on the Howard Stern show and talk about it. Like,
If you're a businessman of that stature, you don't go on Howard Stern.
Although
Right, thank you.
Just leave it at that.
when you're a businessman of that stature and a celebrity, you can do whatever you want.
well, yeah,
like
grab by the pussy.
They'll just let you. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're just giving you the heebie-jeebies. Like,
I mean, he walked up to 14-year-old girls and be like, it was like, just think, in 4 years I'll be dating you. Like, he is.
That's not creepy at all.
no, not at all.
He is an unregistered sex offender. This man, he really is.
It really is.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there a girl that is charging him with sexual assault
Yes.
that was underage?
There is a trial. It's going to trial in December. A case of a 13-year-old girl is alleging him of rape. And it actually is going to trial in December.
Now, is her information leaked out publicly yet, or no?
Imagine that. That would. I don't think. I don't think Lou Dobbs has gotten a hold of me.
Oh, wait.
Wait, I just checked Twitter. There it is.
There it is. Poor Jessica Leeds, who we know where she lives and her phone number.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, Lou Dobbs of the Fox Business Channel. Is a fucking clod. Doxed a sexual assault alleger.
A victim,
A victim.
and doxed the fuck out of her.
Yep.
Because her phone number had 5
Of the 10.
same numbers.
Well, when you got with those odds, 50-50 shot, why the fuck not?
The Clinton Foundation.
Yes. Instead of just, it's a New York number.
Yeah.
It's a 212 number. How many numbers in New York start with 212 and then those 3 digits?
I'm sure most of them.
Well, no, 212 and then those 3 digits, there are probably hundreds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's ridiculous. And there's nothing, like, there's no big deal being made of it. Like, he's not under any kind of fire for it.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing is happening. He doxed this woman.
Yeah, but it was accidental.
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm not justifying that he shouldn't get punished, but it was accidental, which is like, Geraldo Rivera revealing military troops coordinates with a longitude, latitude, location for all the enemies to see, or during the Paris shootings when the Paris news sites were posting where victims were hiding while it was happening.
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
would you do that?
It's stupidity. We try to be better than that on this podcast.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. John doesn't give us information that he got from
That's
WikiLeaks
why we don't.
Obama repealing No Child Left Behind. I mean,
God damn
That's
it.
why we don't consider ourselves journalists.
oh well, now I'm just learning so many things about this new job title. When do I get my paycheck?
What paycheck?
Ah, damn.
We'd have to make money first.
Sponsors?
Please give us money.
Yeah.
You want to.
When we sell out like Ken Bone, then we can get money.
We can. Hey, I can do my plug now, as long as I preface by saying it's not an advertisement.
For Beautiful Human Submarines?
No.
Beautiful Human Submarines Inc.
I would just like to say that
The
I would
maternity
like
wear collection.
I would like to introduce Tycho's Nerdgasm of the week, which this week would be 2K17.
I don't have a soundboard.
Spadoosh, no.
Skadoosh.
No, this week would be 2K17. It's not an advertisement.
Which
We're not getting
2K17?
paid. WWE 2K17 just dropped this week. It is amazing. I'm creating all of us as wrestlers. They've introduced a promo system to the career mode, which could use some work, but it's a great addition. And the gameplay is just really smooth throughout. There's bugs. It's still the first week, and that's just something that we all have learned to deal with as gamers.
Yep.
Now you're gonna have 0 day
Not a
patch.
bug, it's a feature.
Looking at you,
feature,
Bethesda.
No, for me, that is Tycho's Nerdgasm of the week. Was this game? I'm still splooshing over it.
I'm still playing Fallout 4 because I took a break off of it and just let the DLC just happen. That way I can play the entire game in its full entirety. And so it's one of those games where you just have to be like, okay, I'm setting aside a block of time in order to play this, or else I'll be here all fucking day. Just building a fucking house. That's all it is. All I did today was lay down a foundation. My time doesn't feel wasted. And now there's rumors. There's been speculation.
A game like that. It's called Minecraft.
Moving on.
I feel like maybe I derailed the conversation a little bit. My bad.
Well, the thing is, like, there's speculation and rumors that they said that this last DLC was the last one for Fallout 4. Now there's speculation that they might be releasing new DLC. There's a block of, I think someone saw it on Steam, there's a block of memory dedicated to like future DLCs. There's one more block left. Fallout New Orleans, maybe? Mm-hmm.
I think that'll just be its own new game.
Yeah,
Maybe.
like Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
Like
Don't
New
tease
New
me.
Orleans.
New Orleans!
New Orleans.
That would be fucking awesome. That would be great. Because New Vegas was my shit. I played the shit out of that game. That was the only Fallout game I've ever completed.
So where were we at?
I don't know.
We're
Like,
at
I
the
think we were talking
end.
about WikiLeaks.
WikiLeaks.
Yeah. So with WikiLeaks, 4chan.
4chan.
Speaking of one of our favorite subjects, 4chan/8chan is saying that WikiLeaks is going to be publishing Hillary's 30,000 deleted emails.
Now, I've worked in tech support before, and I know it is possible to recover that kind of deleted files, but I just don't trust the legitimacy of these emails.
Neither do I. Mean, 4chan is legendarily full of shit.
Although 4chan is where we got the fappening.
Yes, but that's a different story.
God,
but
It came out of fucking nowhere.
But there was a lead up, and 4chan said that, or somebody on 4chan, Anon, said that they were going to be releasing hundreds of nudes of celebrities, and nobody fucking believed them, and then they did. It was only one post before.
Okay.
But it was
But this has a bunch of fanfare attached to it.
This does, but is it one person with the fanfare, or is it everybody responding to the fanfare?
It's being spread all over, like, the Donald on Reddit and stuff like that.
But did they just pick up on it from 4chan without vetting information? Because clearly this is what this whole campaign does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what's being said. It's being said that they're going to be publishing those 30,000 deleted emails on the 1st of November, so that Hillary doesn't have time to drop out between the 1st and the 8th, and it's going to destroy her campaign. Those 30,000 emails have everything on there that will destroy her campaign.
So we have 7 days to read 30,000 emails.
Pretty much.
All right. But isn't all of them about Chelsea and, like, a new dog or something like that? She only deleted family emails.
Oh, 30,000 of them.
30,000 of them.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chelsea, I'm glad she got her to shut the fuck up.
Okay, I hadn't followed up on that, so...
She hasn't said anything since then. Like,
good.
It was just like, shut the fuck up.
Like, seriously, Chelsea, you're fucking this up for me.
I'm not going to do that.
We need
Actually,
the weed
she
voters.
is. That's the problem.
Yeah.
There, in one of the speeches that was leaked.
Then she's just an idiot.
In one of the speeches that was leaked to she spoke to the Xerox company.
Mm-hmm.
She said she is against marijuana legalization across the board.
Yeah.
So,
despite facts showing how medicinal marijuana
and this is recently too, like within the past 2 years.
I mean, she flipped on gay marriage faster than that, though. So.
Yeah.
So maybe if it means votes, well, she can say anything she wants. Guantanamo's still open, right?
That could be a public and private thing too. Yeah.
Yeah.
A public and a public stance and a private stance. Like,
yeah,
maybe.
Let's hope.
Well, even if she goes public stance for pro marijuana, privately she could still be against it and never follow through with legalization.
That is true.
Like I said, Obama's campaign relied heavily on the closing of Guantanamo Bay in 2008, and now 8 years later, it's still open. So it's different.
Did you see the thing about that what's his name? John Oliver did?
No, I don't have HBO anymore.
Well, there are other ways to watch it.
I'm not a damn pirate.
No. He puts most of the segments up on YouTube.
I know. I have seen his big ones on YouTube. Yeah.
But no, the thing of it is, just about everybody left in Guantanamo are people that either are awaiting trial or people that we can't release.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they're working on moving. They have been working on moving them to what they're calling Guantanamo North here in the United States.
Okay.
Guantanamo North.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, not that that's very,
different,
reassuring.
No. But I mean, I'm not saying that torture is right, and there was too many innocent people.
Hell no, torture's not right.
There were too many innocent people tortured there. But I do think there was a part that President Obama got into office and realized, oh shit, we did get a lot of information from Guantanamo, whether the right way or not. Still a lot of information.
The thing is, studies have shown that the information gathered from torture is not always.
It's unreliable.
That's true. It's not reliable at all.
Exactly. It's not reliable. I forget who it was exactly. I think it was Al Zarqawi. No, I don't know. the exact name of the guy, but there was one guy we were
Vika
trying
my
to...
dick.
Huh?
Vika my dick.
Hasn't been so. No, we were trying to get
Where
information out
do
of him,
boobs go?
and we used every technique we had legally on him, and he wouldn't crack.
Exactly.
And you know what got him to crack finally?
Hmm.
A recipe from his mother's cookies.
Wow.
Exactly.
Made cookies using his mother's recipe.
Mhm.
Brought a batch in. He tried them, and he started breaking down, crying because he tasted them. They were exactly like his mother made, and he just the floodgates opened.
I guess they can't crack me because my mom never cooked for me.
So
if they make me grilled cheese and SpaghettiOs, I might break.
So are you saying that positive reinforcement actually works?
I mean, I'm not saying anything. I'm just.
Get
I
the
wouldn't
fuck
go so
out.
far as to, I wouldn't go so far as to be that liberal. Like,
Damn social justice warrior.
I mean, the SJW shock jock is not back in town. Let's be real here. So, continuing on with our one of our favorite subjects here, 4chan.
4chan.
Yes, like that's gonna be like a.
And we're gonna have to always cover 4chan
Yeah,
at some point.
it's gonna be like 4chan news is gonna be one of our continuing subjects.
Yeah.
We're gonna get in trouble for that one day. They're gonna hear about it, and we're gonna get raided. Oh well.
We
Bring
have
it
to
the
have
fuck
people
on.
actually listen for them to hear
I
it.
know. One time, like I told you, 6 people are gonna listen. That one time, one new person is gonna be a 4chan.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Although you were the one that introduced me to 4chan some 10 years ago.
Once upon a time.
It is the asshole of the internet. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It's changed. It's going to change even more if we
Yeah.
get this new buyer.
Yeah. Milo Yiannopoulos, the biggest work since Martin Shkreli.
Oh god.
Bigger?
Possibly bigger work than Martin Shkreli. Yeah.
I think he's from what I've read, from what you gave me to read,
Yeah.
he seems the polar opposite of what he actually is on the
Yeah.
internet.
Uh-huh.
And Shkreli still seems like an asshole.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Milo, do you know who Milo Yiannopoulos is at all, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know who Milo is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm the only one that was in the dark before today.
Good job.
So yeah, Tyco.
That's fine, whatever. I'll have a coming out special next week.
It's about time you came out.
My name is Ryan Tyco, and I am in love with him.
Ryan Tyco.
That has to be news.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Oh, well. Yeah.
It's not news to me.
Give me another 16 days. Then I'm officially out of the military.
So Tyco just found out who Milo Yiannopoulos was today.
Yeah.
We'd talked about it a little bit before, but I sent him a bunch of links to research today.
Fun stuff.
Milo's Wikipedia page and Milo's Encyclopedia Dramatica page.
Dramatica.
Both of equal importance and of equal fact value.
Yes.
Great. I love all these facts.
Encyclopedia Dramatica is my new go-to for information.
Oh, you've never been to Encyclopedia Dramatica before?
Not before today.
It's incredible.
I am getting my cherry popped every which way today.
If 4chan is the asshole of the internet, Encyclopedia Dramatica is the colon.
Ugh. And it's backed up.
It's my favorite part of the body.
It's abscessed at this point.
Diverticulitis. Oh, yeah.
So what is my old Milo up to?
So yeah, Milo is first off, Milo is now describing himself as an internet culture expert.
Yes.
Well, he's not wrong.
Which I think is funny because when I call myself a memeologist or internet culture expert, I get laughed at, but this guy ends up on Hollywood Reporter saying it.
And he doesn't have 2 memes based off.
No shit.
Get the fuck out of here, Milo. What kind of name is that anyway, Milo?
Well, it is a fake name.
No, Milo's his real name. Yiannopoulos is the name that he took. His real last name is Wagner.
Oh, I thought Wagner was the fake name.
No.
Yiannopoulos was his real Greek name.
I thought it was the other way around.
And well, all I know is that people tend to take on whiter names to make it big in Hollywood.
It's a sad state of affairs, but it's actually true.
I know it really is.
Chloe Bennett to Chloe Wang. Chloe Wang didn't get any jobs.
No.
Chloe Bennett got a starring role on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
So Milo is talking about putting
Okay,
a bid.
so his pseudonym was Milo Andreas Wagner. His real name is Yiannopoulos.
Okay, so his pseudonym was Wagner. So he was ashamed of his Jew Greekness.
Yeah.
Those crazy Brits.
Jew Greeks are not Brits.
You know, there's actually a huge racism problem going on in Britain right now.
Oh yeah, because of the whole Brexit thing.
Yeah, they're incredibly racist over there.
Oh yeah.
When you hear them talk, like, oh, they're just so nice.
No, they're not.
No.
They're really not.
They're some of them are just awful people.
It's like the South. It's really bad.
Yeah.
They're not much different than America.
It's really not.
You know who's even worse? Australia.
Yes. Yeah.
Australia still does blackface.
Yeah. No, they're bad over there.
Is that wrong?
People. Oh my god.
Because I wanted to do an all-white cast for The Wiz, just using blackface. We would change the musical arrangements to something else, probably call it like The Wizard of Oz.
White blackface The Wiz.
Earl Can!
We're doing the Wizard of Oz. This is just The Wiz. You're just doing a blackface. No, you're wrong.
So did Milo present us a game plan on what he's gonna do for 4chan?
He has not.
Well, Skrelly's one step ahead.
I know, right? But he did say that he is going to be putting together a bid with an anonymous benefactor. Milo has all these anonymous benefactors. Like, he must be bending over for a lot of people.
Well, he is a gay Catholic, so
yeah, absolutely.
He's been bending over his entire life.
Ever since he was an altar boy.
It's not a sin. It's not a sin. Just keep telling yourself that.
I got some Jesus juice for you.
It tastes weird. It makes me all warm. That's right, my son.
That's the sins leaving your body.
Now get over here.
Give me your confession.
Come into my rectory.
Hey.
Hey. Heyo. I'm sorry.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
That's putting it lightly.
I'll bless you, child.
I'll baptize you.
I'll
baptize
the imagery of those.
You want to be sprinkled or dunked?
Oh my god.
You're looking
I'm an atheist and I feel like I'm going to hell for this.
Anybody who knows different churches with baptism really gets that joke. So yeah, Milo is putting together a bid for 4chan for Hero. Now the funny thing is, Hero, the owner of 4chan, has stated multiple times 4chan is not for sale.
No, but like I want to buy it. Can I buy it? No, you can't. But I want to buy it. Get the fuck out of here!
It's like somebody. It's like people are having. It's like this one person is having a yard sale, and people keep coming up and going, "Can I buy the house?"
No,
it's not.
The house is not for sale, but I want to buy the house.
I'll give you $1.
I just want the yard. You can have the house, but it's a yard sale, so I get the yard.
You
right?
said it's for sale. This is false advertising. I'm suing.
So where are all these bids coming from if it's not even for sale?
Well, that's the thing. He's looking for
Investors?
And
Okay.
he's looking for people for the board of directors.
For something that's not for sale.
So we might be able to get a Milo and Skrelly on the board of directors.
Oh gosh, that's
Amazing.
no, it's not. Like,
I just want to see that happen, just to see what happens what comes out of it. Because that'd just be so entertaining.
Well, in
for
my
me.
unpopular opinion, probably, I think anywhere 4chan goes is up from where they are now.
is there like a gay supervillain? Because all I can think is like Lex Luthor and another gay supervillain.
Well, I'm sure Lex Luthor had some gay tendencies. I mean, he was really transfixed
Mark Shkreli is
on
like,
Superman.
Is like Lex Luthor.
The Riddler's not gay?
That's up for debate.
I was just assumed. He had those
My name
lips.
is-
I don't know.
My name is Edward Nigma.
The Jim Carrey version definitely was.
Oh, absolutely.
The green
So gay.
spandex.
I mean,
But there's
that
no
whole
other
movie was gay.
there's no other versions of the Riddler for me.
I mean, bat nipples.
Yeah,
Moving on.
Thank you. Yeah.
And the shot of the butt.
Ugh.
Beginning, I'm like, why?
Why
Thank you,
not?
Schumacher. You
Joel Schumacher, you son of a bitch. You gay son of a bitch. We all know you're gay. We get it. You fetishize about this stuff.
We know you want to suck bat cock. We get it.
We got it. Lost Boys was great, Joel. Stick with that. Just stop it.
All
Anyways.
right, anyways.
Sorry, that's my rant. That's my rant of the day.
Sorry, I just got an email that I have to confirm my mattress purchase. I'm sleeping on a floor right now.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Have you been sleeping on a floor for like 3 weeks?
No, only 2 days. I had
It's great for your back.
I had a really nice air mattress that I got from Walmart. Not a plug. This is not an advertisement. I have to verify again. No, had a great air mattress, but I have an asshole cat that decided it was a great scratching post for himself. So now
Just
I have
once.
a floor.
To him, it was like, oh, a disposable scratching post.
Yeah.
One time use. It's great.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm back. I'm paying attention. Bat nipples, Schumacher, Skrelly,
Son
and
of a
Milo.
bitch. Skrelly.
Got it.
All the gays.
Gary Johnson. That's my go-to. If I lose track of what we're talking about, I'm just gonna yell out Gary Johnson. It'll somehow ignite a conversation with this table specifically.
So to all the one listener out there,
there's like 5.
it's my bad.
3 of them hate me. Let's remember that.
And
This
2 of
is a
them are
work in
us.
progress. So have fun with the ride. Just enjoy it. Buckle in.
Has it been a work of progress this whole time? Since before I even got here?
No, I mean, it's not a work in progress for me.
Exactly, John.
For us, it is.
You guys are still learning the ropes.
We're figuring this out.
Y'all are first amazed, but I'm an old hand at this. I've
We're-
been
we're-
doing this since I was 16, 17 years old. So
I've been listening to them for a while. Does that count?
I've been listening to this one for a while. I
you
listened to
haven't.
your last one, which I don't think I can say the name of, can I?
you can say whatever you want.
The Nerd Nation?
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Why would you not be able to say it?
I didn't know if that was owned by anyone. I didn't
No.
I didn't follow your fallout from that
I
one completely.
I made it. Like I helped make that. I don't care if he considers the fact. I don't care if he thinks that he owns it.
Then
The
that's
proverbial
some
key.
their fighting words, Josh.
This is America.
America now.
He
Gary
still owes-
Johnson.
He still owes me money.
Okay.
So
Just wanted to be clear. I've been hushed before when throwing shade at people.
no, I didn't hush you. I just had my jaw on the floor. I didn't expect it. That was all.
That
Like
was a
if
great
you
moment.
wanna like I'm not gonna hush you for anything. Like if you wanna throw shade and talk shit, that's what this is for.
It's your God-given right as a
fighting
American.
in radio is the greatest thing ever.
I will not burn all of my bridges in one podcast.
I am a professional bridge burner, sir. That is what I do. Have you not heard my show before?
That's true. I've also read your Facebook. I think Josh makes a new enemy at least once a week.
Once a week, yeah, absolutely. And I love seeing it. It's great.
Oh man.
I'm the Facebook looker, I in my head, I'm antagonizing. I'm like, yes, you say that shit.
Get him.
I'm rooting for the villains on Facebook.
Always.
Yeah, it's Queen Slave.
Yeah.
Am I a villain? Is that what I am?
No, you're a Facebook fighter.
You're the villain, Josh.
I either die a hero or live long enough to see myself become a villain. Is that it?
That is basically where your stance is on the internet right now.
I mean, you started out as a SJW for the right. Now it's just like, shut up.
No. You're still good.
I'm an SJW for the right?
For the right?
For the right, like, for right.
Oh.
I was
not for the right. God, no.
When were you going to vote for Trump again, Josh?
We all know that Josh
is for me.
Is a closet Trump supporter. He went to his rally. I mean,
He did. I think the story is fake. Did we hear this story through a WikiLeaks altered Russian news source? I think that's
truth comes out.
I think that's going to be the topic of the day. Anytime new information is spilled, it's going to be, did you get that from Russia?
Is this Russian news that you're getting it from?
I got it from Sputnik, okay?
Sputnik, yeah.
God damn it.
I read a story about someone getting kicked out of a Trump rally, and I decided that was going to be me. I'm the protagonist of this one now.
Just this once.
His shirt actually said #All Lives Matter.
But what about my life? What about my life?
What about mine? No.
You don't matter.
Fucking herpes.
You are white.
Want to talk about other assholes in the news?
Oh,
please.
Yes.
Let's do it.
You know who's an asshole?
Peter David?
Peter David.
Besides me?
Fucking David.
You know, it's funny that you bring up Nerd Nation.
Yeah.
Because I did an interview with Peter David on Nerd Nation.
Wow.
Was that on at MegaCon?
No, he called into our show.
That's amazing.
Nice. And I hung up on him.
Even better. I love it.
See, because the thing of it was, we were having a conversation, me and the other host, and we were having this conversation about like something to do with cruise ships, and like the conversation was like, if you get too drunk and fall off a cruise ship and get eaten by a shark, does the shark get drunk? Is it like an alcohol candy? And like he had called in and like. He called in right at that point and like when we picked up the call, when we were on Blog Talk Radio, we don't have a way to screen the call or anything.
Yeah,
it just shows the number. So he didn't announce himself. He didn't announce, hey, this is Peter David or anything. He just went right into some like scientific rant about why the shark wouldn't get it drunk or whatever.
Thanks for ruining
and
the
I
joke,
hung
asshole.
up on him. And I said, like, mid thing, I hung up on him.
Wow.
And I said, this is Nerd Nation, we don't care about your scientific actions.
We're just having a fun debate about shit that doesn't matter. Get out of here with your science.
And he called back up, and I said, oh, that guy that I hung up on is calling back up. And I went back, hey, you're calling back. And he's like, yeah, this is Peter David. You just hung up on me.
My bad.
So I think from that train of events is what led him down this dark path.
Yeah.
Do we think that I caused this, man?
I think you caused
You're
this.
the Batman to his Joker. You're the only reason why he's a dickhead.
It's the first time I've been the Batman.
Yeah, right?
You're the goddamn
Batman.
you
what I eat.
Yeah, you stole it from me. I had that one.
Yes, I'm too quick.
For once.
Self-deprecation is not becoming. I get to make fun of you. That's this dynamic. No.
Let me pull up the. Okay, so if you go to it's the outhousers.com. It's the journalism the comic industry deserves. I can't speak for the rest of the website, so I don't know. But this is the story. It was the LGBT X-Men panel at New York Comic Con, and a Romani person came up and asked the panel how they thought they could improve representation of Romani people in Marvel Comics.
I guess Quicksilver is not enough.
Well, improve representation of Romani people, because to be fair, like Ultimate Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch were like incestuous and shit. Like,
yeah, they were kind of weird.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, have you looked at her?
How fast do you think Quicksilver is in bed?
Oh, it's super fast. Like superhero fast.
Is this locker room talk?
Well,
God damn it.
This is like nerd locker room talk. Well, here's like, is it fast for him?
Oh no, he gets full pleasure out of it.
But like,
are we talking about like the Quicksilver from the X-Men movies or the Quicksilver from the Marvel MCU movies?
Ooh, that's a good question too. Evan Peters Quicksilver or Aaron
Taylor Johnson.
Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
If it's Marvel's, then Scarlet Witch is just in necrophilia and incest.
Well,
too soon? Didn't see that coming.
Age of Ultron joke, guys.
I get that reference.
I get that reference. The Avengers, the first one.
Okay. I'll stop quoting Marvel movies.
No, never.
It's my life.
Don't do that.
Never stop. But you know, the Evan Peters, he saw everything slowed down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's perfectly reasonable. He would be like, "Oh, like this is a thing." Although the Wanda Maximoff in that one, it was a child, so we don't want that.
That's true.
So they're not twins, like Source, because it's an X-Men movie. And they shit on that.
But it's Fox. They don't use Source.
They don't give a fuck about the source material.
One day.
But MCU's, I mean, it's Elizabeth Olsen.
Well, they're also not Romani in the MCU either.
Yeah, they're
Sokovian.
Sokovian.
Yeah.
Which is real.
As real as the big letters that told us we were going to Sokovia. So yeah, the guy came up and asked about how
Romani.
they thought they could improve representation of Romani people in Marvel Comics. Now, I will give this much. Tycho made a point before we went on the air.
It's a little off topic.
Agreed.
And I've been to enough Q&As that, like, you know, if this is an LGBT panel for the X-Men, let's stay on topic of X-Men and LGBT.
Yeah, let's talk about Iceman.
But
here's the thing: if that's the case, Peter David could have said that.
Like, yes, hey, but like this isn't really on topic. I'd like to not discuss this situation now.
Yeah. Instead of that,
again, in a perfect world,
Peter David decided to go on a rant about how he went to Romania and saw a little beggar girl with broken legs, and how his friend that was with him told him, don't give her any money because gypsies break their kids' legs.
To make them better beggars.
To make them better beggars.
Yeah.
And this happens all the time.
Those damn gypsies.
So don't talk to me, and Peter David's like, so don't talk to me about the Romani. And
kept talking over the guy until the guy
and if
left.
You watch the video, Peter David's like screaming at the guy. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like,
so based on one account.
So because I saw it, my friend told me it's real. Fuck you. I have the microphone. I don't want to hear it.
And also, when did Peter David become the editor-in-chief of Marvel? and make executive decisions of such things.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And this happened on his trip to Romania back in '93.
Yes. I was going to say 12
Oh,
years
wow.
is so far longer than that.
23 years ago.
23. Ugh.
Yeah.
So Peter David received a little bit of flack because of this.
No.
The internet being what it is. Because this was filmed.
Yeah.
And it got put on YouTube. You can go see this on YouTube.
Every Q&A is filmed and put on YouTube.
Pretty
now.
much, yep.
You need to be aware of that.
Exactly.
You think?
If you're gonna be on a panel, you're gonna be filmed.
Yeah.
So Peter David wrote on his blog, "I should have kept my big mouth shut."
The one thing you said.
And that was pretty much the last. And it says here in the article, that was pretty much the last reasonable thing he wrote in the entire post. So this is what he continued to say. The second person to speak then proceeded to do one of the things I always tell people not to do. Rather than ask a question, he began a rambling speech about the Romani and the way they are portrayed in comics, and eventually got around to saying that he hoped we would strive to give the Romani a fair shake in our books. Now, if I had half a brain, what I would have said was, well, as I recall, Quicksilver is Romani, and everyone hated him until X Factor number 87, and after that issue came out, everyone loved him. So I'm certainly doing my part.
Oh my God.
And everyone would have applauded, and we would have moved on to the next question. But no. Now trying to turn a discussion of LGBTQ concerns into a discussion of Romani concerns seemed dubious at best, considering that the Romani law despises homosexuality. But that is a debate for another time. So
basically he said nothing.
Right. Yeah. So here's the thing. Like, before X Factor number 87, wasn't Quicksilver a villain?
No, he was an Avenger.
Well, yeah, but he's always been kind of an asshole
The
character.
Brotherhood. He was part of the Brotherhood before that, wasn't he?
At some point.
At some
so
point,
is
yeah.
Wanda, though.
Mm-hmm.
But
So-
no, I understand. So here's the thing. I don't think his response is despicable in the sense that he's not wrong about what he should have done. However, he did do wrong, and now he needs to shut the fuck up and apologize.
Yeah. Just move on.
I don't even think like he
Just
needs to say. I don't even.
Sorry
Think,
for the approach that I took.
yeah,
If anything, he didn't need to be an asshole to the
No.
guy.
I think he should just say, you know what? I should have just said this isn't on topic and we should move on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not like I'm sorry I blew up. And no, you know what? I should have just said this isn't on topic and move on.
Yeah.
I don't need a simpering apology from the guy.
No,
I
but
don't need.
he did start spreading this false. I mean, I'm not saying that the gypsy people didn't break kids' legs to make them
No.
better beggars, but
Maybe
again,
some
it was
do, but that's not a-
1993.
but that's not a representation of the entire
Entire
people.
Exactly, you
Yeah.
cannot take a minority like something
A
very
gypsy begger.
few people do.
Yeah.
For the worst of people do as something the majority do.
Exactly.
So, and then David then reprinted his story from 1993 about encountering a child with broken legs while visiting Romania to film a movie, and being told by his guide that Romani people, or gypsies as he put it, break their children's legs so they can be more effective beggars.
So take your tears, gypsy. I will ravage your treasures, gypsy. Is that clear?
No, I do think he probably should have apologized for the tone he took.
Oh, he didn't finish. Oh, here we go. David then wrote, all that went through my brain and cold anger ripped through my head. I growled, you really want to do this? And suddenly the crowd got very quiet. I related what I had seen 20 plus years ago. As I spoke, I became more and more furious, remembering it so vividly. The guy tried to talk back, and I didn't want to hear it. I said we were done talking about it. He kept trying to pursue it, and I blew my stack. 20 years of remembering what I had seen bubbled over, and I shouted at him that we were moving on to the next question. People were visibly stunned. I had never gone off on a fan in 30 years of being a professional, and believe me, plenty had tried to provoke me. The panel then moved on, and at the end I apologized to the audience for losing my temper.
Okay.
It wasn't
Okay.
enough, of course. The internet erupted. Peter David goes off on a racist rant. Everyone expressed disapproval, scowled because I'd been upset. I guess my question is, why are people angry that I got upset about the crippling of children? That's not the issue.
No.
That's not the fucking issue.
No.
That's a straw man, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a straw man.
Yeah.
David pointed out that he apologized for losing his cool at the panel and said that, of course, he didn't believe the person asking the question supported the practice of breaking children's legs, and that he obviously didn't think the Romani people should be persecuted. But he didn't back down from the content of his comics at all, instead blaming modern PC culture for his problems.
Oh.
But this is what he said. But this is the 21st century, and in the 21st century, you're not allowed to form an opinion based upon things you've been told by people who live there, and things you've seen with your own eyes, and photographs you've taken. Apparently, the only things that matter is the sensitivities of activists, and if you take issue with actions that the people they represent have taken, then clearly there is something wrong with you.
So this goes right back to opinion.
This goes right back to what I said about opinions.
Yep.
Right back to what I said about opinions.
I'm sure he's a Trump supporter.
Anyone who says they're not allowed to have opinions anymore is either too much of a coward to back their opinion up, doesn't have facts to back their opinion up, or knows it's wrong.
Yeah.
Put up or shut up. Give me a fact to back it up.
Yep.
Give me facts other than what your friend told you.
Exactly.
That's hearsay.
Although, however, he did specify that he wasn't saying that was a representation of all Romani people.
Then he should have just stopped right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not justifying it, but I can kind of understand when you're at a panel to talk about one thing and you have somebody. I haven't seen the video, so was the guy sounding preachy?
No.
Oh, okay, he just simply asked the question. That was it.
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind. Could have David the fucking asshole.
It's upsetting because I loved his Dark Tower graphic novels.
He goes on, and maybe in this case it might have some positive effect. Maybe it will prompt people to actually do some research and get into Bucharest and save these children from abusive parents who see them solely as a means of begging. Maybe something positive will come from it. You tell me.
That whole argument is just like, just goes out the window when you're saying like, oh, PC culture, blah blah blah. So, okay, now you're just getting in the defense mode, which is a clear indicator to me that you have no idea what you're talking about.
Yep.
These are the people who are all against PC culture. Their argument is, well, PC culture is all feels, not reals. When this guy this is feels, not reals in action.
Absolutely.
Where's the fucking real proof?
Yeah.
Outside of your friend telling you
that this happens.
Give me fucking statistics.
Yeah.
Give me fucking proof, and I will back you up.
This is in politics too, though, that feels matter more than facts.
Oh, very much so.
And they've said that in a camera
many times
for people that. Well, no, I mean they've blatantly said, we're not too concerned about what's really happening. People feel unsafe in their neighborhoods, and that's what we're going off of. Well, how about reassure them that your neighborhood's actually fucking safe?
How about doing that?
And that gun violence has gone down in the last year.
Yeah, the statistics say that it's gone down. Yeah.
But no.
Because people are seeing all these mass shootings, so like, that's fucking terrible.
It's because of the 24-hour news cycle. You're just seeing it more.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're just seeing it more everywhere. Just because it's not like.
Although I am on the thought process that people are crazier nowadays. There's a
reason for that. It's because it's passed down. A lot of mental illness is genetic, and when you have mental illness that's genetic and it gets people with mental illness fuck other people with mental illness, and that gets passed down. And then when you have people with mental illness fucking other people with mental illness, and they have kids with mental illness, they have a family with a bunch of mental illnesses that give kids personality disorders.
Yes, exactly.
It's just a never-ending cycle.
It's.
I have a theory that our country was founded by a bunch of sociopaths and idealists. There's a reason that is why, if you look at studies, in the United States, people who have schizophrenia in the United States, the voices in their head are more violent than in like Europe.
Yes, I've seen that study.
Yeah.
They're in Europe and places like that. They're much more like reassuring and calm and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
In the United States, they're much more violent.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's because our country was founded by a bunch of sociopaths and idealists.
Well, not even that, but when people criticize America being a war machine, and I'm not saying they're not wrong, but America was founded on violence. We fought a revolutionary war. I mean, mankind in general has always been
a warring species
because of our ideals.
But America has always put the fight first before the talk.
Right.
Because we were founded on that. We stayed a union through a war. We became global dominance through a war. Like, that's what our mindset is violence and war is how you get ahead.
Right.
And it's more subtle than that in society, but that is where Americans, just what we were raised with, is that violence is
and
the
you
answer.
see it all the time in, and I'm not saying it affects negatively, but you see in video games, movies, the romanticism of violence.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying like video games causes violence because you're fucking stupid if you actually think that.
Exactly.
Although I have definitely driven by a nice car and thought I could just pull my car over in the middle of the road, pull them out, punch them in the head once, and drive off in their car, and that would be acceptable.
See, the extent of my thing is like, Fallout has all these guns and stuff. My thing is, I see a thing of duct tape. I'm like, ooh, adhesive. Please.
Pile of nails. I'll need this for later.
But our country has romanticized the idea of violence. Like, violence is how you get ahead. You fight for what you want. You fight for it.
You gotta fight for your right to party.
Thank you, Beastie Boys. And so I think that's the reason why people see us as, a violent nation. Because we don't have qualms with it. It's just a thing.
We just embrace.
It's a thing. And to be honest, it's a human thing. It's our basic functions.
We are a country of id.
Yes.
Well, look at how the MPA rating systems work, which we can agree is bullshit anyway.
Yeah, MPA is fucking horseshit.
It's frivolous. It's not even like there's actual people critiquing a movie for a real thing.
No.
Have you ever seen the movie This Film Is Not Your
Movie? And now I was about to reference.
So good.
I was about to reference that violence gets a pass and can be a PG-13 movie.
Yep.
But as soon as a woman has an orgasm, well, God forbid, we can't even make that rated R. That's gonna be NC-17.
That's terrible.
Yep.
So.
What a beautiful thing that happens between humans. No.
Yeah.
But let's show, this arm being hacked off. That's PG-13.
That's PG-13.
That's fine.
Excessive blood, we're good.
That leg just flopped in the road.
Pubic hair, God, no.
No.
I'll take my blood and guts over pubes.
Ugh.
What about bloody pubes?
Ugh.
I mean,
This
it
is
happens
wrong.
once a month.
Oh, God.
Locker room talk, guys.
Locker room talk.
We're rising above this.
When they go low, you go high.
Thanks, Michelle.
I don't have as good arms as she does. I'm sorry.
No one does.
I love that Donald Trump is not attacking Michelle Obama.
He can't.
Can't.
There's nothing to attack her on.
That is political suicide.
Absolutely.
That's social suicide.
Exactly.
You cannot attack her when she's just amazing.
I mean, come on.
She would destroy him.
Oh, physically and
emotionally.
She would tear him down and then beat him to a bloody pulp.
Just with words.
Just with words. It's amazing.
Like, she would be like, hold my earrings.
Yeah.
There'd be an all-out brawl. And,
whose state motto is hold my earrings, by the way? If Florida's hold my beer and watch this.
Hold my urns?
Would that be New Jersey? Hold my earrings?
Yeah. In, Alabama, it's like, hold my baby.
Now Alabama would be like, hold your son, brother.
hold your cousin wife.
I shit on Alabama, but I got a really good friend from Alabama that's actually an intelligent human being. So
Imagine that.
he's.
I have somebody who's lived. My brother lives there.
He's a unicorn.
My brother Sean.
So.
I mean, he's stationed there.
He's stationed there.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count. I was stationed in Mississippi, and I will never own that state.
Fair enough.
Half my family's from Mississippi, and I just try to pretend not.
You don't want the worst education system in.
Thank God for Mississippi.
Ugh.
That's the key motto for every other state.
Oh my god.
We're not the worst.
We're
Thank
not
God
the worst.
for Mississippi.
Woohoo! Even Arkansas can't say that. Arkansas.
Oh, they will kill you for that.
Literally.
Oh, man.
All right. I think we're through our topic list.
Yeah, I think we're just starting to ramble now.
Well, that's
Here's-
what we're good at.
Here's where the good stuff comes.
You got questions for us?
I don't
think
have any
pieces.
questions.
What the fuck,
Think
Josh?
pieces.
What the fuck is this? What's this, amateur hour? God. I can't
All
work.
right.
I can't work. I can't work.
Oh, did you guys see about Best Friends? Tommy Wiseau and Greg Sestero are making a new movie together.
I did see that it was happening. I didn't read it though.
Did you see the trailer?
No. Does it look as good as The Room?
It looks incredible. And by incredible, I mean absolutely
Terribly awful.
abominable.
In the best way possible.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna have to get really drunk for this movie.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, drunk is not even the word. Like,
Eh,
just bombed just on everything.
Everything.
Everything. If you, the viewers, have any questions or anything, please send them in.
Yeah, you can actually give us a call. There is a phone number you can call and leave a message at 603-267-0521. That's the nonsense line, 603-267-0521. And I will actually put the questions, I will splice them into the show, and we will answer them.
And we'll give you a shout out.
Unless you ask us about Romani people, because I might just blow up on you.
I don't want to hear
Next
that
question!
shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Moving on. So, Josh, what are you currently nerding out on right now?
Westworld.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Oh, I'm so excited. I dropped the mic. I dropped the mic. Because I've got...
So I have a friend with an HBO Go password. And I mean, I think everybody's got a friend with an HBO Go password who has a friend that has the HBO Go password. It's only one person.
Mm.
Right.
Only one person
Actually,
has it.
I have my own subscription to HBO Now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, even if you don't have HBO, you can still stream HBO.
Right.
I fucking love it. And I believe that's going to be the future of
Oh, absolutely.
TV. I mean, it's already here.
Mm-hmm.
And now all the major networks are doing these streaming services,
Mm-hmm.
which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Except my cable bill, it was $80 for internet alone and $101 for internet and cable package. I was like, yeah, I get $21 a month isn't gonna kill me.
And the thing of it is with Bright House, is it Bright House?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go online. You don't even have to switch over to the TV. I have my computer hooked up to the TV.
Oh,
You can go online to brighthouse.com or brighthousetv.com or whatever, bhtv.com, and stream the TV through your computer.
well then I don't hate them as much.
But most of the players are doing that now.
Okay.
Even Comcast.
But anyway, Westworld.
Westworld. But we can even just talk about the first episode and how brilliant it was as an introduction to a show.
Amazing. Just
Incredible. I mean, Anthony Hopkins is just
so
like anything he does is good.
The only
It's
thing that I
so
know
good.
about it, since I haven't watched it yet, was that the casting call for extras came out, and they talked about out in the radio station in Maryland. It was just like, are you comfortable being naked? Are you comfortable riding on the back or on someone's back naked? Are you comfortable being on all fours with someone riding on your back naked while naked? Like, just a bunch of like,
So
are
you have
you
to be
cool?
naked.
Are you
Yeah.
cool with these large orgy sex scenes?
good.
And then I thought to myself, like, oh shit, if I had free time, I would be on Westworld as an extra, just to be naked with a bunch of other people.
Just so I can be naked on HBO.
That's the dream, right?
I mean, nowadays, yeah. I mean, look at HBO's program and like, I want to be naked now. I'm naked right now.
You might be naked with Evan Rachel Wood. Like, come on.
Don't dare tease me like that.
I might be naked for the next podcast. That's what I'm doing.
I fell in love with her during Across the Universe.
Oh.
I'm like, sing to me every night, please. I'm sorry, locker room talk.
No,
that sing to me every night is not even sexualized.
And by singing, I mean grabbing her by the pussy. Has James Marsden.
You just killed Tyco.
I lost him.
Get the crash cart.
I'm done.
What's his name? Jeffrey Wright, who plays Felix in the new James Bond movie. Fucking awesome.
He played Beatty in the Hunger Games movie.
Yes.
That's where I recognized him from. He's really good.
He's so good.
Have you watched episode 2? Did you
Not
watch
yet.
episode 2?
I was waiting to do that.
You haven't seen episode 2 yet. Okay. Episode 2 is even better than episode 1.
How is that even possible?
No, it is.
It's so good.
So much better than episode 1.
Okay.
Like, holy shit.
No spoilers.
So
here's
it's actually a huge spoiler. It's a crossover episode with Game of Thrones, right?
Don't fuck with me. That would be awesome.
If that happened, I would not be able to get out of the house for a week because I would have a week-long erection.
Okay, so here's how we're gonna wrap up the show this week. Just because I'm loving the show so much, there's gonna be a new episode tonight.
Mm-hmm.
When we all get back together.
Yes.
Tonight's Sunday night, I should say.
Yes. When
we're recording this. When we get back together, both of you guys please be caught up with all 3 episodes.
I'm still trying to get him caught up on South Park.
It's South Park you can watch, come back to it.
This new season, though, is really
that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
It is so fucking good, man.
That's what I've heard.
Oh,
that's what I'm nerding out on.
Oh,
that's what
man, this season is the best.
I watched them all this week, so I think it was episode 2. The closing scene was just cinematically, the cinematography of that scene was beautiful. It was epic. It was sad. And then you realize how ridiculous the premise is because of South Park. I just thought, wow, that was beautifully done.
Are you all caught up on it?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
You know, I thought of you when they revealed the group, the hidden group.
The hidden group?
That the Scandinavians are after.
Oh.
I saw that and I go, oh my god, I know a real troll.
No, you know what the funny thing is? The storyline with Cartman actually reminds me of me.
Actually, yeah, no, that's absolutely you.
with the mistress.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm just like, are they tapping into my real life? Like, 'cause I'm losing all these friends and like I got this girlfriend and they're like, she's changed you, man. And
I think my storyline is Mr. Marsh.
Good old Randy.
Yeah, I definitely think I've become Randy.
Alright, so that's what we'll do. Be caught up on South Park if you can. And Westworld for you.
Because it's fucking amazing. That's what I'm nerding out on, too. I'm nerding out on that and trying to get through Fallout because I paid money for
Nobody
it.
gives a shit about Fallout.
Oh, you shut your mouth. It's
but
amazing.
we will do South Park and Westworld talk next time. That for sure.
So good.
Oh, it is so fucking good.
You need to watch it.
Oh yeah. Nothing on Netflix right now, I don't think.
No, nothing on Netflix right now. We're waiting for Iron Fist
and Punisher next year.
Fuck Punisher.
Okay. And Defenders.
Okay.
Defenders then.
The Defenders is going to be so good. Oh,
yes.
Sigourney Weaver as a fucking villain.
Kidding. I know.
We keep false finishing this podcast. We're
I
gonna wrap it
know.
up with Sigourney Weaver is gonna be a villain on Defender.
It's just like being on the phone with your best friend or something. Like,
You
okay,
hang up. You hang up.
okay, no, but for real this time. And then let's have another 45-minute discussion about shit.
Usually that has to end with me pooping. And even
Not
then,
all the time,
sometimes
though.
it doesn't end.
If you take a dump on my couch, Tycho, I swear to God.
Too late.
late.
Yeah, but sometimes that doesn't even stop.
No.
Oh, by the way, I'm shitting right now. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Tycho.
Don't mind the flush. Can you add in a flush sound effect when you post this?
You can edit this shit.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. We'll be back here next week. You can find us online, facebook.com/untitlednonsense, twitter.com/UN_podcast, soundcloud.com/macabre-prods, and
So trendy.
youtube.com/user/macabre-prods.
Nice.
There you
I
go.
love it. And I'll be back.
Do you guys have any social media you want to plug?
Yeah, follow me on Facebook, Jon Bates. That's Jon. If you try to search JOHN, that's not me. And at Instagram, at the Jon Bates, because I'm egotistical like that.
My Facebook is completely private, so you won't even be able to find me if you knew my real name. But you can follow my Twitter at Tycho Razinski.
There you go.
I don't post often, though.
Yeah, I post a lot of just stupid shit on my Instagram, and I'm sure you'll love it. So,
All right, guys. We'll be back. Thank you for listening.
see ya.
Later.